Shalom, family. Today is the day that the Most High has made. We'll rejoice and be glad in it. Peace and blessings to everyone. In this video, I want to say that the satanic robbers are on the loose. So protect your belongings, protect your materials, protect your technology, protect your blessings, because they are coming to steal, to kill, and to destroy. And so in this last week, I've been dealing with a lot of increase, a lot of blessings, but I've also been dealing with some loss. And so I was seeing that people are getting very agitated, they're getting very irritated, and they're getting broke, and they are not able to live in a society that we are going at this rate. The inflation, the prices, the different jobs that are not paying how they're supposed to be paying, and people aren't getting their bills paid, all those things. People are going to start to do more and more wickedness to get the things they need, like robbing stores and stealing and stuff like that. And then also just wickedness being everywhere in the world. So those who have their stuff and worked hard for their things, they may risk having other people take their stuff. And so in order to stop that, make sure that you're covering your things and keeping it in prayer, keeping it protected, keeping it covered. My job, I had left one day and I was in my Uber, and then I left my phone in my Uber. So different things that like slip in your mind and making you lose your stuff and then forgetting where you keep your stuff. Like, there is a spirit that is over that as well. They call it mind binding spirits, and also F demons who orchestrate for things to happen like that. And so I left my phone in the car, and there's 5 planets that are in retrograde right now. I'm gonna look it up. I didn't believe in those things, but I've noticed that a lot of people do. And so a lot of the things that be going on in those times be really happening because of the mind and projection and consciousness and everything like that, and what we deal with and dealing with other people who deal with certain other different things. And so I left my phone in there, and like technology being broken, being messed up, going missing, is all different demonic activities that try to do that. Like, that's why they show in different movies, like people's power going out when ghosts are around, the different lights going out when ghosts are around, and they can't get signals on their phones and different things like that. So that's all different kind of demonic activities. So you're going to have to rebuke those demons that's coming to you. And like, a spell can be there, a hex can be there, and we not know it, and we wonder why things are going bad in our life, is because someone sent something our way. And so you have to demand that thing to be sent back or reject it, and just always clear your aura field, clear your house, and keep it protected every day. I thought I had to get a new phone, and they're attacking the finances that way. Always paying for something that you always late on the bill, or you're in debt, or you lose something, you have to get it back. And so I was just like, oh no. So I was calling my phone back to me. I always do when I lose something. And was also just like praying that like I covered my phone in the blood of Yeshua HaMashiach, so nobody can take my phone, and my phone is protected. The world always works for me. The universe always works for me. And sure enough, 3 hours later, that man brought my phone back after me calling it like 50 different times. And so I was just like, thank God, because I don't know what I would do. I have all my pictures, my photos, all our information, and it made me think of how they want us to lose our identities, how they want us to lose our purpose, lose our drive to do things in life, and just give up. And so I wasn't giving up. I kept calling the number. I kept trying. I kept saying my prayers. I kept speaking it into existence. And sure enough, attraction, I brought that phone right back to me. And so he was really nice and really cool people. But there's other beings out here who are not as kindly as other people to bring your stuff back. And so that same day, why was 3 cars broken into at my job, and someone actually got their car stolen, and like they ran off with these people's car in a Kia. So I guess they get back to stealing Kias and stuff, and hijacking cars and breaking into cars and stuff like that. And so just be mindful, protect your car, cover your cars. Every day that the roads my family drives on that are protected, and we're protected going to our job and coming from our job. My sister-in-law, she actually was working, and somebody asked her for some change and reached from the front of the counter and took a 20 out of the cash register. And so I was like, the spirit of theft is really rampant around here. And not just that, people are stealing people's destinies, people are stealing people's dreams, they're stealing people's spiritual abilities, timelines, and just gifts and everything. So you just always got to call your stuff back to you daily. Call your stuff back to you, get back on the proper timeline, get all your stuff, pray over your materials, your blessings. Because if something is happening like that, back to back to back, like that was 3 times. I know nothing is a coincidence, but 3 times, and that's like a deep sign that something big is coming, and the enemy wants to steal it away from us and want to take it away from us. And so always secure your blessings and decree that your blessings is protected and secure, and that no one can touch what's yours, because what's yours is for you and for nobody else. And like the scripture says, if the thief be found, he must restore to us sevenfold what we lost. And so I don't want that to happen. They don't want to know that you know the spiritual law as well. And this one vision that I had, there was actually, I was having multiple dreams where I almost won prizes. One time I almost won the lottery, and oh my God, I got so excited. But then like I had like one number off, and I was just so disappointed. And so they want you to be disappointed, depressed, broke, busted, and disgusted out here. And we have good jobs, but they try to make it so that you don't make it to your job on time, and so you're always coming up late and get points. Or you have certain people on the job who make it hard for you on the job, that make you always be mad or always feel like you have to fight that person on the job, or just like it's just a negative environment so that you don't get your money, don't get your coins, and you leave. Money isn't everything, but obviously we need it in this world to survive, and we need it to, help our families. Money isn't the root of all evil, but they say that the love of money is. And so all these people who are super, super rich, you see that they're still depressed, they're still angry, they're still unhappy, and they're still ungrateful. But those who are getting out the mud, those who are working tirelessly every day, they still find happiness in the little things, and they find peace with having everything paid off. They have peace with helping their family, having food on the table and stuff like that. And we always have to be in the spirit of gratitude, so those things continue to attract towards us. This other vision I had, first one was a dream, the other one was a vision. I literally was laying on my bed, and then I had seen like money like coming to me. It was just like hundreds and 20s just all around me, but they were like flying away, like the wind was blowing away, like it literally was coming out of the wallet and flying away. And I was like, I'm like, people, I was like, grab that, get that money. We need that money. And people was like just letting it go through their fingertips. And so I literally had like some type of stamp or something that I was like grabbing the money like and sticking it to my fingers, like no. And I was like, I was grabbing it all and like getting it. And I was finna win like pageants and stuff like that, and people were saying different things, and I was like, keep my name out your mouth, like, so you gotta like literally say like, any tongue that rises up against me is condemned. Like you have to literally say that daily, because you have naysayers, you have people who speak against you, people who talking about you. They do this in any community, the spiritual community, the Hebrew community, the Christian community. You always gonna have your person who say something, talking something about you, or have a preconceived idea about who you are, and if you're evil, if you're good, if you're a witch, or if you are an angel, or if you are a chosen one, if you're a prophet. And you should not speak up against a prophet of God, because you will be condemned and the punishment is severe. So I was telling that person that, and so they basically just like went away, and I almost won. But because they were speaking doubt and negativity on my position and getting the prize, I was in second place. And so don't ever let nobody play you out of your position and play you out of your blessings and your abundance and your prosperity, because we are to be receiving inheritance, not just earthly things, but other riches as well. And so protecting those things, because the enemy is looking to steal, kill, and destroy, and try to take from you and try to take from those around you, because you're connected, because it's your same bloodline, or because you're in the vicinity of each other. Whatever they're doing is like I said, reflections. Whatever they got going on is something that you might be having on in your spirit as well. So just being mindful and keeping them in prayer, keeping your stuff in prayer, and keep your rank, because that's what they want us to fall from, our rank, and fall from these blessings and not receive the financial backup, not receive the money, and not have the money be in the kingdom of God with inheritance and inflation. And so I forgot to say, in the Matrix, when Neo and them went into the Matrix and they were dressed really nice and they looked like money, that literally was programmed into their sleeping state, or it was programmed into their being when they went in. So they were on the system, and then they had to lay down and go to sleep basically, and something was plugged in the back of their head. And then they went in there and they had all like they guns, they was looking nice and everything like that, and they were able to go to and from. And so it made me think about how we can escape the Matrix and also go in the Matrix when we need things. It was programmed in ones and zeros, and it made me think about how the Androids and the Samsungs is Apple iOS, and the iOS is like the ones and the zeros, and also how, you know, we can program our mind to attract certain things in life, and also the sleep meditations and stuff like that. But when we go into the matrix, like, we're able to manifest easily the things that we need to be successful, and they didn't have to really work for what they needed when they was in the matrix. They literally just programmed their system to have those things and just get the business done that they needed to do. Also, being plugged in by the back made me think of like pineal gland and the subconscious as well, and the things that we tell ourselves and how we program ourselves, and basically like waking us up from this reality. But when we going back to sleep, and some of us are in a sleeping spell, we're in a dream spell, and then we're also in a religious spell. And so those who use the gospel for evil, they're in a ghost spell, like zombified beings, and not knowing like the truth of the scriptures, and using religion to condemn others. And I'm like so disappointed in certain communities, because people come and they tell me the experience that they had, and it's no better than different cults that are out here, that are different religion type of institutions that really judge people and really condemn people and really steal from people financially and spiritually so that they can build their congregation. And then the dream spell is us walking around not knowing who we are, and just thinking that life, you know how they say life is a dream. They tell us that because they're putting us under certain sleeping spells, so that we are like sleeping giants, and so that we don't receive the good things in life, and so that we don't know who we are and what we're supposed to be doing here. Just always every day working at escaping the matrix, and only using it for what is it here for, to benefit your physical life, but staying balanced on both fronts. And so, yes, I just had to say that because I forgot about that, and it made me think about how we're living and the things that we desire, and how we're programmed to go after things that other people want us to go after, and never going after what our soul and our spirit is calling us to do, and making it think that it's okay for us to be impoverished because other people are using their money in wickedness. But I feel like we all should be able to be well off and be successful and have things because we need them, and it's great to experience certain things in this lifetime, and then also like be supported and be financially stable in life, and clearing up all debt and things like that. Of course, when we die, it can't go with us, but it can go to our descendants and it can go to other people. Even if you're married, like that will go to them, and they will have to pay off that debt. So, get them coins and get that spiritual awareness as well, and know when to escape and when not to feed into the illusions. From light to the darkness and bounce to the light. I rebuke the satanic robbers. What's for us will always be for us. We are the head and not the tail, above and not beneath. No weapon formed against us, our finances, our jobs, or our place of business, our homes will prosper. We will continue to succeed and continue to be the best that we can be. Putting light to the darkness and bounce to the light. Putting you and yours is protected and directed. Shalom.